Good morning, everybody. It's me. Yes, I'm here to give you more of my mind. Not that it's much left to give. For those of you who don't know, this is your morning commute with Lynx Bear. So there's definitely one subject I'm going to cover today, for certain. But there is also a little bit of a... Come on, people. A little bit of a, I don't know, what's been happening lately. And what's been happening lately is that this week, officially tomorrow, I start school. So I'm going to be going to classes 2 days a week. But what this has done has turned our morning commute into a brunch commute. So basically, I don't get these out until I get to work, and I'm not due in until noon. So here I am driving in at 11 something. So it's been a little weird, and just trying to get back into the hang of things, you know. We do have something on tap for you people, and I think you all will love it, actually. That thing I have on tap for you guys is a full-on review of all the ass whoopings from this time last year to this time this year that made it to World Star Hip Hop and made us all laugh at the ratchet fun of it all. So that's going on, but given my new work schedule, which is now 12 to 8, yeah, I don't have very much time to work on it, but I'm still working on it. You know, in the mornings I gotta go and get my exercise on, so I can't just, you know, shuck that responsibility. But yeah, that's what's been happening, that's what's going on, so look forward to seeing that review of all the hood rat ratchet fuckery that we could get from World Star Hip Hop, everyone's favorite source in ratchetness. Now the other thing that we have is, I have this whole section up for Ask Lynx Anything, where you can pretty much ask me any question. You could check out the Male Media Mind Facebook page and ask me a question. And just make sure you tag Lynx Bear in it. You can also go to my Tumblr, which is lynxbear.tumblr.com, and ask me a question there. You can be anonymous, you can do whatever, and it's all in good fun. So I did get a question that has a very complicated answer. Very complicated answer. And, Jesus, I can't remember the asker's name now. Shit. Well, see, that's the problem with, you know, shooting shit live in one shot, guys. You'll forget shit. But anyway, the question was along the lines of, where's the masculinity, or where are the masculine men, you know, in, you know, what happened to the masculine man in, you know, in gay culture, yada, 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 yada. So basically, I mean, the question is one of masculinity. The reason why it's so complicated of an issue is because masculinity, as we know it, is an American idea. You go anywhere else in the country, and their idea of masculine is nothing like our idea of masculine. You know, we kind of adhere to a 1950s, 60s John Wayne type thing. And the rest of the world, you know, masculinity is not quite seen this way. You go to places like Japan or China, men will walk arm in arm. You know, you go to places in Europe, and men will kiss each other on the cheek and be more, you know, they'll be more touchy-feely. They'll be more bromance-ish, if that makes sense. You know, they are definitely more affectionate towards each other, and they don't mind showing it, and they don't have any qualms with that. And you find this in all sorts of other countries, but here in America, it's, you know, it's very hands-off. It's a very sex-negative culture, and anything that might even look homosexual, might even appear homosexual, where it's like, hey, that might be a little gay, is looked down upon. Anything that might be seen as weak. But here's the thing. Weak as we know it is an American idea. It is not the idea that the rest of the world holds. So now the question you have to ask yourself is, or I should say the real question to ask yourself would be, I live in a country in which I'm looked down upon, in which I have no rights, in which my way of life is not the norm. The question you should ask is, why am I seeking out a societal idea? I mean, you're already going against the norm. You're already going against the grain. So, why try? Now, for some people, masculinity as Americans know it, is something that comes naturally. It's something that they kind of took to as children, and that was just it. Nobody had to teach them how to be masculine. And then you have a lot of guys who just aren't. They just aren't, And when you really stop and look at it, even the butchest guy, can queen out, and he'll be straight as fuck. Straight men will gossip more than women will. So, I think what you really have to tackle is not so much where's the masculine men, because they're out there, they are. But what you have to realize is that masculine behavior does not equal strength. Masculine behavior does not equal power. I've said it before, those gays, those of us who can hide it, have no idea what some of the femme queens have to go through. We have no clue. And we have no clue because we don't have to live it. We don't have to deal with that because we can blend in. So, is it the blending in that you're looking for? Is it that whole idea of not being singled out or looked at, or, is that what is desired? Because if that's what is desired, you kind of have to rethink, the way you live your life as a gay man. You live your life in a constant state of being, one of these things is not like the other. You're that one thing, and that's how you end up living your life. So why conform? Now, I do understand the idea of, well, I just have a type and it's just what I like. That's fine. That's all well and good. I get it, because you know what? I have a type, and I know what I like, But there are a lot of men out there who consider themselves masculine men who, if they met someone and the guy was awesome, right? Great date, great sex, everything was awesome. The moment they find out that guy is like a drag queen or something, they dump them. But why? You loved everything about him before you found out that he was a drag queen. So what does that make him? Does that make him any less masculine to you? Does it really? Because if it does, you kind of need to reevaluate how you look at people. We want people to look at us as equals, or as capable, or as, a myriad of other great little, words we could use to describe us. But we stick to this idea. So, you see things like, you might look at a manhunt profile and you see things like no fats, no fems. And it's kind of like, no fems? You do know that you're gay, right? Yeah, even the most masculine straight man has his feminine points. So, the guys who are straight acting, which is a term I fucking hate, because, it kind of carries with it a negative connotation of being ashamed of who you are, and that you have to act in a caricature of what you think straight people act like. And to me, that's just not cool, because you're not being yourself. If that's just who you are, that's great. And if that's what you're looking for, keep looking. You'll find them. But I wouldn't go shutting anyone out because of it. And I would definitely keep in mind that even the most masculine man, has his queenie moments, has his moments of being bitch-like, We all have it. So, in one sense, everyone's masculine and everyone's feminine. You just have to find a different angle. You have to find that masculine quality in that person sometimes, Sometimes that masculine quality is, being a great provider. You know, things that we would consider masculine. You know, a great masculine quality is someone who's a great provider. So he might be a femme queen, but he's a provider, and he's able to take care of you, himself, in the house, and you know, that's a masculine quality. So I kind of think you have to change your idea of what you think masculine is. You have to let go of that American idea, because that very same American idea is the American idea that has kept a lot of black men in the closet. So in rejecting the idea and bursting free from that closet, you kind of have to reject that idea of what they think, you know, masculine really is. You know, take me for instance. Nobody really pegs me as being gay until they talk to me for a while. And the reality is I can get out there and I can talk with all the girls and get the tea going and enjoy myself and, you know, have a great time. I can, but at the same time, you know, along with being that sensitive artist type and whatnot, you know, and people will be like, oh my God, you're such a queen. You know, I'll sit there, I'll watch the fuck out of some RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't even get me started on that shit. You know, I love it and it doesn't bother me. But on the flip side of that coin, you know, I'm in the cars, I'm in the sports, I'm weightlifting. You know, it's like I'm doing things that would be seen as being very masculine or very manly. So does one side make me any less than the other? I like to think I'm more fluid, and I kind of feel that's the way you should look at people. So where is your masculine man? He's all around you. You know, masculine men are everywhere. They're all around you. You just have to find that way of looking at it. You just have to break the American confines of that definition. So I hope that answered the question. I swear to God, I will shout you out in my blog write-up for this. And I will shout you out on the YouTube description below. I swear, I just can't remember your name right now, and it sucks. So I'll do that, and don't forget to check me out. You guys can find me on Facebook as Lynx Bear. You can also like my fan page as Brutal Lynx Bear. You can tweet me at Lynx Bear on Twitter. You can also find me on Tumblr as lynxbear.tumblr.com. Don't forget my Instagram. Find me there at Lynx Bear. Don't forget to look me up on YouTube and the Brutal Lynx. And most importantly, do not forget to check out the Male Media Mind M3. That is malemediamind.com. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope everyone has a great hump day. Hump all you want. Hump anything or anyone. If you do, take pictures. I'd love to see them. And yeah, ask your questions. Ask away. I am enjoying reading people's ideas and thoughts. So go for it. You might see your question answered. Ciao.